Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're cutting through the marketing noise around Azura.
Right, Mah Sing's new high-density place in Setapak.
Yeah.
Part of their M series pitched as affordable luxury.
Exactly. But our mission for you today is really to highlight, right up front, what we see as the core issue. There seems to be a fundamental mismatch, a misalignment, between its main selling point and when it actually delivers.
It creates this significant risk-reward imbalance, I think.
Okay, let's break that down. Azura's big hook is being a transit-oriented development, a TOD.
Yeah, they talk a lot about the proposed MRT3 Rejang station being, 250 to 500 meters away? Sounds great.
But here's the kicker. Right.
Says it. Azura is set to be completed in 2028.
Okay.
But the MRT3 Circle Line, well, best estimates put full operation at 2032, maybe even later.
Wow. So 2028 completion, 2032 connectivity.
That's a 4-year gap. We're calling it the connectivity gap, and it's critical.
4 years. Okay, let's talk about what that actually means. For an investor, maybe someone banking on rental yield?
Well, it means you're paying your mortgage for at least 4 years without the main draw, without that MRT premium boosting your rental potential.
Right. Now, I know the layout, the 1,000-square-foot 4-bed unit, seems geared towards students, maybe from TAR UMT nearby. Per-room rental could work.
It definitely helps, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sensible strategy for the area.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't completely solve the problem. That MRT premium just isn't there from 2028 to 2032. So rental rates might be lower than hoped. And investors really need to factor in, realistically, maybe 6 to 12 months cash reserves for holding costs, initial vacancies, lower rent. Setapak's got a lot of supply already.
Okay, so that's the investor angle. What about someone planning to live there? An owner-occupier?
That's where it gets, frankly, quite difficult from a lifestyle perspective.
How so?
From 2028 to 2032, you're not living near a future MRT. You're living 250, maybe 500 meters away from a massive, active MRT construction site.
Oh, right.
Exactly. Think years of noise, dust, vibrations. And the traffic in Setapak is already notoriously bad. This will likely make it much, much worse during that period.
So you're paying for this affordable luxury, but actually living in what's essentially a construction zone for potentially 4 years or more.
That's the reality, yeah.
Which brings us to the price. It starts around RM381K, which sounds attractive, but that's usually for the boomy lot units, right? Limited availability.
Correct. That entry price isn't accessible to everyone due to quota restrictions. And achieving that price point across the board meant making some, let's say, significant trade-offs.
Like what are the compromises?
Well, first off, density. It's extremely high. We're talking 1,140 units on just over 4 acres.
That's about 283 units per acre.
Pretty much. High density. Expect pressure on lifts, facilities, common areas, especially during peak times.
And there are hidden costs, too, aren't there, with it being a service residence on commercial land?
Absolutely. This is a permanent thing owner-occupiers need to budget for. Higher electricity bills from T&B, higher water bills from Air Salangor, and higher assessment tax from the council.
Because it's commercial rates, not residential.
Precisely. It chips away at that affordable tag over the long run.
What about the maintenance fees? They're quoting RM 0.30 PSF. Sounds low for 40 facilities, GreenRE certification, automated waste collection. Sounds complex.
It is low. Maybe suspiciously low. For that many facilities and those kinds of systems, RM 0.3 is very aggressive. It's likely a marketing figure.
So owners should expect that to go up?
Almost certainly. Budget for a potential 20, maybe 30% increase after the first year or two, once the actual running costs become clear to the management body.
Okay, let's pull back a bit. Mah Sing is a big, reputable developer. Their other M-Series projects nearby sold out. There must be a long-term upside here.
There is, but it's heavily speculative and hinges entirely on one thing, the MRT3. The entire long-term value proposition, the hope for significant capital appreciation, rests on that MRT line finally opening post-2032 and transforming the area's connectivity.
So if we had to give a verdict,
I'd say Azura is a high-risk, long-hold speculative play. It's really only suitable for investors or maybe residents with a very long horizon, like 10 years plus. And crucially, people who can genuinely tolerate the financial squeeze and the lifestyle disruption during that 2028-2032 construction phase.
They're basically enduring the pain for the potential long-term gain from the MRT.
That sums it up.
Which leads to the final thought for you, the listener. Azura clearly involves compromise. You give up freehold, maybe size compared to competitors like Curvo, and definitely immediate connectivity.
Yeah.
So the question you have to ask yourself is that promise of a future MRT jackpot really worth potentially years of living right next door to major construction? especially when other options might offer, well, less hassle upfront.
A critical question indeed.